Okay, all I'm saying is you do not have as many options as you say you do. Because if you had so many options, then why are you still single? If you had so many options, why are you still in front of this man trying to prove to him that you have so many options? Trying to throw in a man's face, say, oh, this ball player be in my DMs. Oh, this man with money be in my DMs. He be trying to talk to me. Baby, those are not options. Those are men that want to sleep with you. Those are two different categories, okay? And whether you know it or not, throwing in a man's face that other men want you does not make him more attracted to you. So if you have a trying man, take heed to that, because what you are being delusional about these other people actually wanting you and wanting to court you and wanting to build with you is very unrealistic, and it's very delusional. I don't mean this in no type of way, but what I'm saying is this imaginary unicorn man that you're looking for is not there. So do you have options? Sure, you have options to go sleep with a whole bunch of different men, but you not have options like you think you do as far as somebody taking care of you, somebody loving you, somebody appreciating you. It's not the same.
The one thing that I disagree with, because she's 100% on point, the one thing that I disagree with her about is she said that this magical unicorn man is not there. He is there. The exact guy that she described, except for the fact that he's going to love your dirty drawers off, is there. Let me break it down for you. Before these guys became the guys that they are, that shooting a shot inside of your DMs, this rich guy, this athlete, whoever these guys are, they were regular, everyday people in most instances. Now, of course, you're gonna have the LeBron Jameses and stuff like that, but it's guys that I know that's in the league right now that's very young, and I mean when I say very young, they 20, 21, 22 years old, and they came into it with a high school sweetheart or a woman that they'd known for a long time or whatever. Now, whatever their life turns into after that is, you know, to be determined. But in a sense, and a lot of these guys actually come in with a girl that hitched themselves to them, and they a white girl is tripped out. Yo, the narrative that guys leave black women and go and get with white women once they get successful is a lie. A lot of times these women been rocking with these guys for a long time, and they are raised in environments where that's predominantly what they see. They are raised in melting pots, but that's aside from the point. My point is that these guys a lot of times aren't what they become, because let's remove the athlete from it. And again, and I tell you guys this all the time, you don't reach the apex of who you are from a financial perspective, even when you become a millionaire, even when you become, super successful. Let's say you get successful in your late 30s, early 40s, because most people don't, if they do become a millionaire, it's usually in their early 50s. You don't reach the apex of your earning potential until your late 50s, early 60s. But we know that women, and specifically black women, have been communicating this for a while, is that they want men that's already built and at the finish line. So they say, oh, okay, well, it ain't no good men left. Well, it's because the guy that you didn't think was a good man turned into being a phenomenal, great man much later in his career, but you weren't willing to stick it out with them. And so when she say, well, that guy doesn't exist, and the guy that's shooting his DM to you is a unicorn that you can't have, or that you think is a unicorn, but you just a slot on a roster, it's because all of the women that was supposed to be with him, or the woman that was with him that he actually was rocking with, turned him down because she didn't see what it was for him to become, which actually worked out for him, because now we know that her spirit was wrong. The reason why she was with him and her desire to be with him was ulterior, and that's why she went and hitched a ride to a guy that she thought was shooting her deep, really liked her, but all he did was bust her down and then send her back to the streets, because now she's not sure she's everybody's. It's just your turn. But women, I don't think that they that delusional. I think that they live within their delusion. It's like a self-imposed matrix that they're okay with and exist in, because they don't want to come back down to reality, the reality of you not it. And just because he shoot a shot at you or he rocking with you does not mean that he's looking to marry you or have a relationship with you. You just a slot on a roster. Now, for guys, it's unfortunate for them a lot of times, because a lot of these guys can't tell the difference between a chick that was just on another dude's roster and a woman that is supposed to be your wife, right? Because contrary to popular belief, most men do want to get married. That's just a fact. I've been doing this long enough and I've talked to enough people and I've seen a lot of data and statistics. And the reality is that most men want to get married, but they don't want to get married into somebody or something that's not going to be best for them. So now you got to filter through the same way that you filter through real estate on Redfin or Zillow and say, okay, I don't want a single baby mama. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's very difficult for a lot of these guys that's not situationally aware to be able to see through the fact that it's not that he missed out on a good thing, is that everybody else skipped over it because they identified the red flags before she got to you. And so now women are delusional enough to think that, oh, okay, well, you know what? I got options. I date men that are millionaires all the time. Well, how come ain't none of them married you? And how come you still available and you sitting here in front of my face, sitting here telling me what it is that you got? I don't believe you, because communication is 90% body language. The results will speak for themselves. The numbers don't lie. And the numbers say you owe 400 with the amount of men that you let bust you down versus the amount of men that actually, wanted to marry you. And then they'll lie to you and say something like, well, no, I had 2 or 3 or 4 different proposals that I walked away from. Ma'am, we don't believe you. You need more people. You telling me you were seriously courting these phenomenal great guys that just so happen to be millionaires, yet we see who you talking to, Dusty over there, or better yet, we see who the dude is that's busting you down right now. And all of these guys wanted to propose and marry you, and you walked away because you was just too valuable for them. Yet we see the desperation in your eyes and the delusion that's all over your spirit, and you living within this whole space in your head in which you still trying to convince yourself that you are it and you not. You not. And we know it. And we see it. And guys take advantage of that. And they know you're going to bust it down for the clout. You're not even getting nothing for it. Honestly, you're doing it for clout. And we know this. We understand it. It's just inherently a part of what it is that you are. So I need women, or it would be best for them and the community at large, to stop being a single baby mama, thinking that you're going to hitch a ride to a guy that's going to get you pregnant and then pay you child support and support your lifestyle for the next 20 years. Y'all tried that. You broke your family up. You continue to be for the streets for men that don't care anything about you. And now that you've hit the wall, you think that somebody else is supposed to come behind and save you because you've remarketed, repackaged, remixed your language, and now you make yourself available to everybody, and we supposed to take that down. Nah. I don't advise any guy go through that. I don't advise any guy to participate in that trap. And guys are starting to wake up, and they want us to shut up. They want me to shut up because they don't want me to talk about it anymore, because they saying who hurt you, or Anton, you shouldn't do this, and what about building with the community? No, you don't build with people that are, or that have been for a long time, treating you like the enemy and treating you like trash. And so I'm supposed to lead my guys or advocate for my guys to jump into the mire, into the fire with a bunch of people that don't have their best interests at heart? No. You go where you appreciate it and where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. Don't nobody want to get with no unruly chick. Don't nobody want to get with no chick that everybody didn't bust. What, for the community? No, you got to do it for yourself. The best way to help the community is become the best version of yourself first. And so women have to stop living in this delusion if they ever want to get the results that they want from the men that they desire, because ultimately those men turn into the greatest men ever. You just decide that you want to roll with the dude that's the worst for you, and then you want to blame it on black men as a whole. We not having it no more. So I think that this woman is absolutely right. The delusion is real. I'm curious as to what you guys think. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Teach Hanley 30% off your first order plus a free gift. And then last but not least, make sure you tap into the Millionaire Morning Show today. It's going to be lit. It's going to be awesome. We get into it. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to check those comments shortly. Peace.